Hey everybody, this is Jennifer. I'm coming to you with another sales update video. The first item I have is a pair of Lucchese boots. I actually had to look up how to pronounce that. I wasn't quite sure. They were $7 at the Salvation Army, but they did have somewhere, and I looked up this type of boot, and it wasn't one that was worth a lot. Now, there are Lucchese boots that are worth a lot of money, so it's definitely something you want to look out for. Let me show you what it looks like. So this was on the inside of the boot. But this one, not so much for the ones I found that were similar. And the condition of it wasn't very good. It did have wear. The leather wasn't kept in the best of condition. And it was missing one of the insoles. So I wasn't comfortable putting it out as a buy it now. So what I did is I put it out at the lowest price that I found acceptable, which was $29.99. So in a week's time, I got $29.99, and the buyer paid, with shipping, paid $48.69 for these boots. So definitely keep your eye out for these. Okay, this is, I bought this probably 2 years ago. I bought a bunch of them from Target. They were only $1 a piece, and I've been selling them at Christmas. I don't keep them on at any other time, so I think I have one pair left. They sold for $12.59, and the buyer paid $19.79 for the Barbie dolls plus shipping. Okay, this is a pair of men's Haan Bragano loafers. I got Bragano by looking up the style number in the shoe. They were $5 at the Goodwill. They sold for $29.99, and the buyer paid $39.74 for the item plus shipping. Okay, this was a Juicy Couture wristlet, and it was new with tags, and it was half off at the Salvation Army. It was $5, and it sold for $15.39, and the buyer paid $18.87 for the item plus shipping. Okay, this is a pair of Coach moccasin women's shoes. They were $5 at the Goodwill. They sold for $27.99, and the buyer paid $40.74 for the item plus shipping. And this was a Pendleton wool blazer. I just like picking them up. They always sell. Usually they don't sell for a ton of money, especially if they're women's, but they always do sell. And this was only $3.50 at the Salvation Army. Also, you will find them left over all the time because locally not a lot of people, wear vintage, Pendleton or Woolrich or stuff like that. So you'll find this stuff left over. You'll find it a little cheaper. So this is a great thing to look out for. It sold for $17.49, and the buyer paid $24.69 for the item plus shipping. And honestly, depending on what it looks like and the size, usually I sell them anywhere from I would say $15 to $30 normally. Okay, this was a really interesting sweater. I picked it up just because of the way it looked. Oh look, I misspelled vintage. That's the first thing we'll look at. But it was an Otavalo, O-T-A-V-A-L-O cardigan. Unfortunately, I made a mistake again and didn't put a picture of the label, which I normally do. But it was heavyweight. It was 100% wool and had this crazy patchwork quilt look to it. And it also didn't have a size tag, and it was missing a tooth on the zipper. But even with those flaws, it was just too interesting to pass up. And it was $5.50. And it did sell for $20.99, and the buyer paid $38.14 for the item plus shipping. Now, when I looked it up when I got home, some of them do get nice money. Like if this didn't have any of the flaws, if the size tag was in there, and it didn't have pilling and missing a tooth on the zipper, I would assume it would have gotten more like $30 or $35. So this may be something you want to look out for. Okay, this is a pair of Clark's Artisan shoes. I pick these up all the time. These were $3.50, half off at the Salvation Army. They sold for $18.89, and the buyer paid $31.64 for the item plus shipping. Okay, this was really cool. This was at a church sale, and it's a safari foticular book. And kind of what that means is the images in the book are like these 3D images, and when you go to turn the page, or if you're walking toward the image, you're moving away, it moves. So that gorilla that you're seeing in the picture, he'll be eating. So if you move the page up and down, he'll start eating. It's like a 3D image. And like in this one, there's a cheetah. So if you move the page up and down, the cheetah will be running toward you. So it was really, it just was too cool to pass up. So I picked that up. I wasn't sure what it would get. I thought it was older than it was, so I could not put it on Etsy, and that was my intention when I picked it up, but it's actually 2012, this book. So I did put it on eBay, and it sold for $13.99, and the buyer wanted it priority mail for some reason, so he actually paid $31.14 for this book. Okay, the next couple of items are from Etsy. This was just a little tin. It's a little card tin. There are 2 decks in there. It's from 1980. I picked this up at, what did I pick this up? Oh, is that a yard sale? And it was 50 cents. I thought it might be worth more than it was, but it was not. So it did sell for $5.99, and the buyer paid $9.03 for the item plus shipping. Still on 50 cents, that's okay. All right, the last item is adorable. It's 2 pigs rubbing their nose, and it's called Hogs and Kisses, and it's by June Sobel, and it was made in England. On the bottom it says made in England, so that's how I knew that. And it was signed on the side by June Sobel. This was 50 cents. All the mugs at the Goodwill are 50 cents. So this was only 50 cents. It sold for $8.99, and the buyer paid $16.59 for the item plus shipping. Okay, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.